morning show, The Breakfast Club. Man, what the hell is this, man? Breakfast Club, bitches.
I'm glad they put y'all together. Y'all are like a mega force. Y'all just took over every...
Wake your punk ass up.
This Chris Brown. I've officially joined The Breakfast Club. Say something, mother...
I'm with it. The world's most dangerous morning show. Breakfast Club, bitches.
Good morning, USA.
Yo 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 yo.
Good morning, Charlamagne.
Good morning, Angela Yee. Peace to the planet. It's guess what day it is? Guess what day it is?
Hump day.
Good morning. What's happening?
And I believe DJ Envy is getting gas on his way to work.
Oh, I did that on Monday. You can't do that.
Mm-hmm.
You can't do that. In the morning, it's a game of inches. We say that all the time here. You know, we use that phrase because it's like a football phrase. Football is a game of inches. You know what I mean? And that's what it is in the morning to get here on time. Anything can make you late, and getting gas in the morning definitely makes you late.
You know, ever since I got my license, my dad has instilled in me that I should never let my gas tank get below half full. So as soon as I get to half full, it's like it's on empty for me, and I'm like, oh man, I gotta get gas.
And you know what's so crazy, especially if you live in Jersey? You can't even, and salute to everybody who lives in Jersey, they understand what I'm about to say. You can't even use the excuse that, like, you got to pump the gas yourself. You know what I mean? Like, some people just be lazy and don't want to go to the gas station because they don't want to get out the car and have to, get out and pump themselves. In Jersey, they pump the gas for you.
Is New Jersey the only state that does that? Like, it's literally, you cannot pump your own gas in Jersey.
That's a good question.
And I feel like that's the only place, because when I first got my license, it was in Jersey, and I'll never forget, I did not know how to pump gas. And so I had to go...
Jesus Christ.
I had to go get gas somewhere else, and I did not know, because I never did it. I lived in Jersey. I was like, I got my license when I was 17, never had to pump my own gas.
Wow.
And then years later, I was like, how do you do this?
Yeah, so it's just a matter of, like, going out of your way to go to the gas station. That's all. Mm-hmm. It's just really that simple.
Yes.
Now, what do we have planned on the show today?
Oh, and we were up late last night watching the BET Hip Hop Awards. I don't know if you watched that last night. And Rap City came back last night also.
I saw Rap City. That was great. Drop on the clues bombs for Big Tigger, DJ Drama, Fat Joe, Jermaine Dupri. Who else? I think who else I saw on the show? I just like seeing the nostalgia clips.
Shout out to Young Devin from Brooklyn. Also.
Young Devin, who is that?
She's a rapper from Brooklyn. She was
I didn't see her on there.
Mm-hmm.
But I like the fact that they kept showing like a lot of the old clips from Rap City. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I didn't see all the BET Hip Hop Awards, though. I was in and out.
Mm-hmm. All right, well, we'll be discussing all of that this morning. Tyler, the Creator, had an amazing night last night, though.
I actually saw Tyler when he won his Influencer Award. The LL Cool J Cultural Influence Award or something like that.
Yeah.
And I saw when he won Hip Hop Album of the Year. Very deserving for both of those.
All right, so we'll get into all of that this morning.
And we have a hip hop legend, a hip hop icon, the architect of arguably the greatest rap group of all time, the ruler Zigzag Zigala RZA, will be joining us this morning. The Resurrector. Because Wu-Tang TV series season 2 is on Hulu right now. Mm-hmm.
I think they're up to episode 7 starting today, I believe, of season 2.
Yeah.
So really great series to watch. That was my first job ever, working in the music business out of college. And I interned there when I was in college, Wu-Tang Management and then Wu-Tang Corporation. So.
And you're in a Wu-Tang video.
Yes, I am in a Wu-Tang video. I definitely am. That video was only released in Europe. There's a little bit of nudity in it, if you watch it. Yeah. And there's cursing in it as well.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Well, we talked to the RZA this morning, and we got front page news coming up next year.
Yes, your guy, Andrew Yang. He's no longer a Democrat.
I don't blame him. We'll talk about it when we come back. It's the world's most dangerous morning show, The Breakfast Club. Asking me about some damn fashion like I know. Taylor gonna come in here and talk about you don't think such and such outfit look weird. I said, you see what I'm wearing right now?
Who's she talking about?
I ain't got nothing to do with that. She can say who she talking about.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ MV Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Now let's get into some front page news. Now WNBA again tonight, 8 o'clock. The Sky take on the Sun and the Mercury take on the Aces. All right, so make sure you tune into that. And the Yankees are home. Yeah, the Red Sox sent the Yankees home last night, so the Yankees will be chilling at the crib.
Oh, so it's playoffs in baseball?
Yeah, playoffs.
Damn.
It's for the wild card spot. The Yankees are going home.
I did not know. Baseball just seemed like such a niche sport nowadays.
It's getting a lot better.
Is it?
More home runs. Yeah, it's getting a lot
I
better.
had no idea they were in the playoffs in baseball.
What else we got, Yeezy?
All right, Andrew Yang is breaking up with the Democratic Party. Now he is an independent. He said he changed his voting registration from Democrat to independent. It was a strangely emotional experience. He wrote this on an essay that was posted on his blog. And he believes that he can reach more people outside of the two-party system effectively. So here's what he had to say about leaving the Democratic Party.
Unfortunately, dysfunction is nothing new in Washington, Wolf, and we can also see and feel that polarization is at literally civil war levels right now. We're seeing it manifest in dysfunctional politics in Washington, but we're seeing it in our own neighborhoods and our own communities, and that's what the Forward Party is designed to counteract. We're going to lower the temperature of the entire country by improving the political incentives so that our leaders need to be reasonable and hew toward the middle instead of answering only to the extremes on either side.
He's smart. I mean, I know a lot of people that are, independent, and, I don't consider myself a Democrat either. The only reason I'm registered as a Democrat is because someone told me I had to be to vote locally. I don't even know if that's still the case, but there's absolutely no reason for, black people to be part of any particular party. None of our interests are being represented.
So the party, if you want to get more information, it's forwardparty.com. Now, here's what he had to say about how to make this new party happen.
The way we're going to make this happen, Wolf, is by implementing open primaries and ranked choice voting in states around the country. One state has already done this. That state is Alaska, which is a red state, but there are other blue states that have also been considering it. So you need to have a nonpartisan, bipartisan, popular movement to make this happen. It's why I declared myself as an independent earlier this week. There are going to be forward Democrats, forward independents, forward Republicans who want to bring the country together and actually change the system so it's going to start working again.
I mean, he's right, man. I mean, think about it. They told us if we get control of the White House and the Senate, things like police reform will get done, voting rights. None of that's happening. And it's Democrats like, Kristen Sinema and Joe Manchin blocking progress. So what's the point of being part of that party? Vote your interest. And I'll tell everybody to go to ourblackparty.org and salute to Wes Bellamy and, Candace Hollingsworth. They've been on The Breakfast Club, the founders of Our Black Party.
There's also some statistics in the video that are mentioned. 57% of Americans want a third party, and up to 60% said they felt that both the Democratic and Republican parties were out of touch.
That's right, and they're all right. Go to ourblackparty.org, man. Wes Bellamy, Candace Hollingsworth, salute to Diddy.
All right, well, that is your front page news.
Yes, and shout to DJ Scheme. Congratulations to DJ Scheme. He won a BET Award last night for Best DJ. So shout to DJ Scheme.
DJ Scheme?
Yeah.
Salute to Scheme.
Mm-hmm. He's from Florida.
All right, congratulations. That was
Yeah.
very gracious of you, Envy. I know you were nominated.
He's a producer. He produces for XXX, Ski Master, Slump God.
Oh, got you.
It's kind of like, I guess, how I was going to say the clue of the Florida, because he's from Florida. So he produces all the production.
And he won DJ of the Year?
DJ of the Year,
It's a tough category. Who was in that category?
D-Nice.
Okay.
Drama.
Okay. Michelle
Speed.
Khaled.
No, Khaled wasn't in it.
Okay.
Khaled was in producer. Myself, and I'm forgetting somebody else.
Well, good luck
Cassidy.
next year, Envy. You know what you have to do.
Cassidy.
We're dropping the clues bombs to
Yeah, shout
DJ
to
Scheme. Clearly well deserved. King.
Don't know the brother, but congrats.
Yeah, I
man.
don't know him either, but salute to you, Scheme.
Now get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, hit us up right now. Phone lines are wide open. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
I'm dialing.
Hey, what you doing, man?
I'm dialing. I'm calling you.
This is your time to get it off your chest, whether you're mad or blessed. 800-585-1051. We want to hear from you on The Breakfast Club.
Hello, who's this?
What's going on, DJ Envy? It's DJ calling from Raleigh.
What's up, brother? Get it off your chest.
Man, the BET Awards was garbage last night, man.
Why you
What
say
was
that?
so garbage about it?
That was the worst cipher. It really was nobody in there that was good. Only Tootsie. I've been watching.
Tusi killed it too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everything else it was garbage, yo.
I see people talking about that. What's his name? Ken Kidd?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no, he was hard.
I thought his name was...
That's so crazy. I saw him. He was in. I texted about him because I was asking DJ Head. I was like, why is everybody rapping over Khaled and that Khaled beat?
Because they clear one beat for everybody to use.
That's not always been the case.
Yes, they did.
No, it's not.
Yeah,
Hell no, it's not.
Primo usually produced the beat, and it was a boom bap type of beat.
Yeah, but it was always a different beat.
And his name is
You
Kid
sure?
Ken.
Yes.
Yo, that was the worst one, man. I mean, they could have did I understand DJ Envy, you did the red carpet. I understand you got to promote it, but
What about Lakia? I thought she did good.
yo, everybody's following behind the footsteps of Megan Thee Stallion or whatever. Like, I'm looking at him like, yo, change up your style. It's just.
Yeah, I don't think they should have used that beat though.
I like Simba. Simba was dope. I saw Simba.
Erica Banks did all right too.
Yeah, she did good.
Yeah,
I like seeing all the women.
Erica Banks did good. Erica Banks did good. I think Tootsie did good. I know Tootsie was from Syracuse. He killed it.
Yeah, Tootsie from Syracuse. Oh, you wasn't here when Tootsie was here, was
No, I
you?
wasn't here.
Oh, yeah, he from Syracuse. Syracuse, and he grew up in North Carolina, too. But
yeah, he killed it.
Yeah, Simba was dope. I saw Simba. He was dope. That dude we just talked about, Ken.
Ken.
Kid Ken, he was dope.
It was just the worst, man. They could have did better.
How old are you, though?
I'm 44.
That's what I'm saying. That might be out of our demo,
he
brother.
He went there, boom, bap, original rap.
Cause I was texting my youngins last night, like, "Oh, is this person a thing? Is this, And they was like, "Yeah."
But bro, I got something for you.
Aye.
Verses.
Right.
You like the verses? Big Daddy Kane, KRS-One. That might be more for you.
Big Daddy Kane. But
And I saw Supercat is going to be kicking off this Versus tour. You know I'm excited about that one.
that's gonna be crazy.
See, that's more for you.
Dun da da.
Yeah, but that's the beauty of being older, though. I mean, and we should be happy that we got artists that are, still relevant enough that we want to see at 40-something years old.
Hello, who's this?
Good morning, this is Tim.
Hey, Tim, get it off your chest, bro.
So it's not really getting it off my chest, but I have a baby girl due in November. I wanted to know if you have any advice for a first-time father. It's my first one.
November what?
November 26th.
Wow, my baby's born November. My baby's due November 26th as well.
Oh, that's so cute.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, November 26th.
Well, Evie's been a first-time dad 6 times, so he can give you some advice.
Yeah, I mean, I would just say they grow fast. Love them, kiss them, hug them, give them all the support that they need. Tell them you love them. Tell them they look beautiful. And just keep them close because they grow so damn fast, man.
I would tell you too, man. I got a newborn in the house. Really, really be there for your wife, man. Really, or the mother of your child. I don't know if that's your wife, but really, really be there for her. Make her life as easy as possible. Like, if you got to get a night nurse, if you got to get a doula to be at the crib with her, really. I read something. I didn't read it. Latham was telling me about how in some countries, Latham is our doula, Latham Thomas, for 40 days after birth, the wife gets to do absolutely nothing. Like, she's just basically on bed rest. So as close as you can get to that as possible, that should be one of your goals.
All right. I just wanted to congratulate you both. I know DJ Envy has a baby on the way. I wanted to congratulate him. And Charlamagne, I wanted to congratulate you for just having another baby girl.
But love that baby, kiss on that baby, and support that baby, encourage that baby.
And support the mother, man.
It grows so fast.
And support the mother after birth.
And enjoy that baby.
I will. God bless.
All right, man.
That's really, truly probably the most important thing. Support the mother.
Both.
After birth.
I think both.
You know what I mean?
I don't think one over the other. I think both. Support the baby, support the mama. I mean, they're both.
Yeah, but trust me, support the mom, man. When you start reading about how they treat women in other countries after they have babies, yeah, we not doing right over here.
Well, support.
All right.
But make sure you love both, brother. Have a good one. Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051 if you need to.
Especially with postpartum and everything.
Now,
like,
it's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Let's go.
This is your time to get it off your chest, whether you're mad or blessed.
Say it with your chest.
We want to hear from you on The Breakfast Club.
So if you got something on your mind, let it out.
Hello, who's this?
Hey, this is Big Mo, down from Florida.
Mo, what up? Get it off your chest.
Man, listen, I want to talk about, first off, what's up, Breakfast Club, Charlamagne, DJ Envy, Angela.
Peace, King.
Love
How
y'all.
you?
Listen to y'all every morning. I want to let y'all know, man, I hate these haters, man. When you make a move, I recently sold my business, and I put a lot of work into it, but I moved into a new position at another company that offered me more money, more income for my family. And there's always somebody in your circle that wants to be like, oh, but that's the wrong move. But that's the wrong move, and they don't know the specifics. So they get donkey of the day. And then also, DJ Envy, why you don't embrace us, man? You're Dominicans, bro. We know you from here.
Sir,
Dominica.
I'm not Dominican. I am black.
He's Dominican.
I am not Dominican.
He's Dominican,
but
bro.
I got a lot of Dominican business partners, but I am not Dominican.
You got the Dominican beard, the Dominican hair, flossing with cars. You Dominican, bro. Stop lying, man.
He got a closet full of white jeans.
Only Dominicans wear cars?
For real.
Don't forget about the closet full of white jeans he got.
Yeah, that's right. I only got one pair. You got like white jeans on every week, it seems.
That's true.
I don't even wear white jeans, but all right, I'll take it. But shout out to all my Dominican brothers out there.
There you go.
Hello, who's this?
Hermanos.
It's Ashley from Houston. What's up, y'all?
Ashley, what's up? Get it off your
H-Town.
chest.
Man, listen, y'all need to understand that Jay-Z and Beyonce are full-fledged devil worshippers.
What?
That's all.
You ain't got nothing else to think about this morning?
And Beyonce from Houston also?
Man, you gay as hell. Shut up.
That's not true either. But why you so hurt this morning, sweetheart? Why you so hurt?
My voice is like, shut up, Charlamagne. Why you want to argue with people all the time?
I'm not arguing. You called up here with the negativity. I'm sending you healing energy.
Well, thank you so much.
Man, I'm getting it off my chest.
That's
Thank
right.
you.
All right,
True indeed.
Wow.
But yeah, that's nothing.
She came in shooting at everyone.
Yeah, nothing she said is true, but we're sending her healing energy.
Hello, who's this?
Hi, this is Colin from Brooklyn.
Hey, what's up, bro? Get it off your chest.
What's good, Kenfo? I don't like how the New York Nets is forcing Kyrie's hand.
The Brooklyn Nets.
Sorry, the Brooklyn Nets. My bad. The Brooklyn Nets is forcing Kyrie's hand to take the vaccine. When you look on the CDC website, it clearly states that the vaccine can kill you, cause heart inflammation, brain inflammation, all types of autoimmune disease. So how can you mandate something that can potentially kill you?
Let me ask you a question. Does the CDC website really say that?
Did you read it?
I'm gonna go there right now. But where did you hear? Did you read it? Seriously. It really says the COVID vaccine can kill you.
I clearly read on the CDC website that the adverse reactions for the vaccine is death.
Send me the link. I want to read that. Why is that not front page news? Send me the link.
Because front page news, the biggest sponsors are the pharmaceutical companies. So are the news networks.
Yeah.
I think that whenever you take any type of vaccine or medication, there's always a potential for adverse reactions. Just like when you see a commercial for any type of medication, they give you those warnings.
Can I ask you a question? You do know like hundreds of millions of people are vaccinated at this point in America, right?
Okay.
You also know that.
Why aren't hundreds of millions of people dying?
Yeah, but the point is this, Charlamagne. You can't mandate something that can potentially hurt you. Okay.
No. Does it potentially hurt you or does it hurt you? You started off saying it does kill you. So I'm just wondering. I'm asking questions here. That's all. Not saying you're right or wrong. Just asking.
According to the CDC website, there have been people that have died that have had heart attacks, aneurysms, heart inflammation, lung inflammation, brain inflammation. So
okay.
The point is this, Charlamagne. The point is this. That if you mandate something, and I fall within that 3% of people that have an adverse reaction, allow me to get compensation for it. Allow me to sue you. The vaccines industry, they don't allow this. The federal government does not allow this. The suing of them for potential harm to my body.
Okay, I'm on hey King, I'm on the CDC website now. My producer just brought it in. It said reports of death after COVID-19 vaccination are rare. More than 390 million doses of COVID-19 vaccines were administered in the U.S. from December 14, 2020 through September 27, 2021. During this time, VAERS received 8,164 reports of death. That's 0.0021% among people who received the COVID-19 vaccine.
Bravo. So now you see my point.
No, we don't.
What?
You know that you have more of a chance of dying from COVID than from the vaccine, right?
I think he's saying that.
That's not true. Angela, that's not true. Look at the statistics in the report. You have a 0.06%.
Now listen, I'm not mad at him because I think I can win the Powerball.
Right.
And
thank you for calling. What he's saying is he could be that 0.0006%.
And that's how I feel about the Powerball. So I understand you. The way my anxiety set up.
Yeah, but the thing is that when you work for a corporation, if they mandate something, you have an option. Either I work here and do it or I don't.
That's true.
And it's also not just the safety of you, it's the people around you.
That's true. I understand where he's coming from.
I could be that 0.006%.
Right, and so then you can say it's not worth the risk to me.
Right, and
I don't want to work here because it's not worth that risk.
It's a choice.
It's still a choice.
It's a choice.
All right, well, get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. Now we got rumors on the way?
Yes, and let's set it off with the BET Hip Hop Awards. We'll talk about who the winners were last night, and then you guys can discuss what parts were the highlights and maybe not.
All right, we'll get into that next. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. Let's get to the rumors. Let's talk the BET Hip Hop Awards.
It's time. She's spilling the tea. This is the Rumor Report with Angela Yee on The Breakfast Club.
All right. Well, the BET Hip Hop Awards were on last night. As you know, 85 South Show hosted again.
Young legends.
Yes, and it all opened up with DC Young Fly doing his Soulja Boy You.
Cut the music.
What happened?
DC, what are you doing?
What you mean?
Chico came out here spitting his classic Pimp C verse. And what is this?
Yeah, why are you dressed like you signed to the gas station?
Let me tell you something. Just cause I ain't old as y'all civil rights activists, okay? I know what I'm doing.
Bruh, this is supposed to be a tribute to the old school.
And you not finna act like Soulja Boy ain't no class. He's a classic. Matter of fact, y'all move out the way. Move out the way. Let me show y'all something.
Do what you do.
Dancers.
You got dancers? You got dancers?
DC Young Fly can sing, DC Young Fly can dance, DC Young Fly can do it all. Drop on the clues bonds for the 85 South Show.
Man, they killed it yesterday. They killed it. He started doing the Soulja Boy dances. They killed it, man. All the skits were funny. Congratulations to those brothers.
And if you want more of the 85 South Show, make sure to check out their YouTube channel, the 85 South Show, and make sure to check out the 85 South Show podcast on the Black Effect iHeartRadio podcast network. We're actually celebrating our 1-year anniversary tomorrow with a live podcast in Atlanta with the 85 South Show Horrible Decisions and hosted by Flame Monroe.
All right, now there were also the ciphers, and that's something that we all pay attention to. So let's look at some of them right now. Lakia.
This is for all of the people that say I don't know me. Before I got to put a mill on my neck, I let them know I'm the coldest. No, they don't like when I'm talking about the shit on these beats still. I did it again. No, they don't like the fact that I'm the one to compete with. So I'm winning again. They can't take me out of my element. Pull up in forms. I got a settlement. Popping big wish when I walk in the room. Everybody started dressing the elephant. I'm going up. Ain't no settling. Moved it. Got signed before I was a resident. Straight to check out the price. I ain't checking it. Ain't keeping up with no bitches. I'm better than nah.
She was snapping, but I don't understand why everybody was rapping over the damn Khaled beat. Like that was so redundant.
But they usually pick one beat. And
I don't remember that.
Yeah, Primo usually produced the beat that they usually pick. That's why Primo usually was DJing. So shout out to DJ Head, he was DJing, and I guess that's the record that they got cleared, and everybody has to rap over that beat.
I guess I never noticed because the Primo beat is an original beat.
Correct.
That beat's so familiar. I was just like, why is everybody rapping over this beat?
All right, also Kid Ken.
And going up is the only way. Benjamin is my only bae. Me up like I be on the play. They hella mad, I'm hella gay. Stop playing, fair stay playing. I be in the jungle with her man Tarzan. He blew a bag with a kid not land. Then with her man is the big money plan. Look, blowing the bills like Tiffany. All of this stuff I be wearing from Italy. They always talking but never get rid of me. Only 18, running up everything. Stop it. Name anything you own, I cop it. Everything hot, they top it. TNWN, me popping. All these hang ass hoes watching. Name a that do it like this. Name a bitch who look better than me. Stay getting paper, stay countries. I stay at the top, you stay on your knees.
He snapped.
Kid Ken.
He's from Chicago, by the way. He's the first openly gay rapper to participate in the cypher.
He snapped.
He told Paper, when my community sees me in the cypher, they're going to gag. They're going to be so excited because I know they've been waiting for me to literally do what I have to do for my community, and that's what I came to do, to represent and do the best I can do. I really feel like I was born for this. No pressure at all. Also, people really enjoyed Tootsie.
I be stuck in her head, got me feeling like I was her shampoo. Better yet, like some kids too. She said but I said I can't too. Look, I'm not your regular artist. Trust me, I'm one of the hardest. I put a Russian army in the front yard, that mean a lot of K's in the garden. I put a wide body on a lamb chuck, it look sexy, call it my I don't ask kiss, I only French kiss, and I don't like grits unless it got shrimp. Way before I even started that, I had the vibes wanting to take pics. We used to post up with the pics, but still leave a chest cold like some bitch. I went from EBT to the BT, what's the EDD? I'm rich, but why would I rich a milli my wrist when I could go spend a million on a credit, dig?
Yeah.
Salute to Tootsie. South Coast Music Group. Arnold Taylor, what's happening?
And Tyler, the Creator, he got the first ever BET Cultural Influence Award from LL Cool J.
Playboy Cardi has a line, bought my mama house off this mumbling. And I always get like teared up when he says that, because like this thing that's a hobby or a pastime or a passion for us, a lot of people in here, that shit kept us out of trouble. And it allowed us to change our family lives, our friends' lives, our lives. And I definitely think that I've created my own path, but it's people who allowed me to understand that I can do that, who laid the blueprint.
He had a big night last night, and Nelly got the I Am Hip Hop Icon Award and performed.
If some of y'all from the Heartland, or if you're from Missouri or any part like that, we don't get a lot of this. We don't get a lot of chances to stand on stage and say, yeah, it's our turn. So this just ain't for me. This for my whole area. It's a little different when you trying to rep for you and your crew and when you trying to rep for a whole state. And just to be clear, I never had a cosign. Nobody stood on stage and put their arm around me. Nobody gave me a feature. Nobody put a chain around my neck. I got thrown in the deep end and was told to swim.
Dropping the clues bombs for Nelly.
Nelly.
Dropping the clues bombs for Tyler, the Creator.
Now, Tyler, the Creator, everybody was like asking what was in his bag. He had a sweater and a blanket. He said sometimes it gets cold at the BET Awards, so that's what he had in his bag.
And Tyler also got Hip Hop Album of the Year.
No snacks? If you're going to bring the blanket,
Nah,
you got to bring snacks,
And then he said he was most excited. He said he wanted to see if LL Cool J really licked his lips all the time, so he was looking forward to seeing if he did that when he gave him that award.
Dope.
All right. Next up, we got front page news.
That's
and
right.
We'll talk about the Facebook whistleblower.
All right. We'll get into that next. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. Your mornings will never be the same.
Audible is your source for best-selling audiobooks, hot new releases, and popular podcasts, plus exclusive titles you can't find anywhere else. It's all in the one app. Get your first one free when you sign up for a 30-day trial at audible.com/Breakfast Club. Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's get into front page news. Yankees are home. Yankees are home. That's right. They lost their wild card game last night. They lost to Boston 6-2. Now tonight, WNBA, the Sky take on the Sun, and the Mercury take on the Aces. Now, what else we got, Yeezy?
Well, let's talk about this Facebook whistleblower, Frances Hagen, a 37-year-old former Facebook product manager. She worked on civic integrity issues at the company, and she was questioned by a commerce subcommittee about what Facebook-owned Instagram knew about the effects that the platform was having on young users, amongst other issues, and national security concerns, understaffing, things like that. Here's what she had to say about government regulation of Facebook.
When we realized big tobacco was hiding the harms it caused, the government took action. When we figured out cars were safer with seatbelts, the government took action. And when our government learned that opioids were taking lives, the government took action. I implore you to do the same here. Today, Facebook shapes our perception of the world by choosing the information we see. Even those who don't use Facebook are impacted by the majority who do. A company with such frightening influence over so many people, over their deepest thoughts, feelings, and behavior, needs real oversight.
She also says she believes Facebook's products harms children, stokes division, weakens our democracy, and she said the leadership knows how to make Facebook and Instagram safer, but won't make the necessary changes because they have put their astronomical profits before people. Congressional action is needed. They won't solve this crisis without your help.
You know, question, she's considered a whistleblower because she worked there, right? So what about the great documentary, The Social Dilemma, which essentially says all of the same things? Were they considered whistleblowers too? I don't know.
I guess you have to also talk before the Senate panel and do all of the, so she's actually testifying.
Either way, they're all correct. And I guarantee, in the future, we're going to see the impact of social media on the human brain. Like, our social media habits are not normal. And I can also hear y'all saying, no, you can't regulate social media. They're taking away our freedom. Y'all ain't got no freedom because you slaves to your damn smartphones.
All right, and as you said, it's not the first time that there's been a whistleblower coming forward about Facebook, but this is the first time that it's been the subject of congressional hearings. No, it's not the first time it's been the subject of congressional hearings. So there's just been a lot of scrutiny around Facebook lately. And Mark Zuckerberg did respond, by the way.
What did he say?
Now, he responded to these claims. He did a post on his official Facebook page last night. He said, it's difficult to see coverage that misrepresents our work and our motives. At the most basic level, I think most of us just don't recognize the false picture of the company that is being painted. He said, the thing I saw, he also says, the argument that we deliberately push content that makes people angry for profit is deeply illogical. We make money from ads, and advertisers consistently tell us they don't want their ads next to harmful or angry content. And I don't know any tech company that sets out to build products that make people angry or depressed. The moral, business, and product incentives all point in the opposite direction. And he said, we spent the past 24 hours debriefing how we can strengthen our systems against this kind of failure as far as the outage that happens. He said, this was also a reminder of how much our work matters to people. The deeper concern with an outage like this isn't how many people switch to competitive services or how much money we lose, but what it means for the people who rely on our services.
I mean, it is interesting, though, because, you've read stories before where a lot of these tech moguls who invented these social media apps, they've banned their children from it. You know what I mean? And
or limit their time.
Yeah, they've limited their screen time for it. They either banned their kids from it or limited their screen time from it. I remember when Apple CEO Tim Cook said, don't let your kids use social media. So, I mean, clearly they know that there's a lot of risk.
But you have that option as a parent to ban your kids. My kids are not on social media, my younger kids. I won't allow them to get it till they get to a certain age. So I mean, you
and they were trying to do that
you didn't ban
Instagram
them.
Kids, but it didn't end up happening. But Mark Zuckerberg also said in his letter, the reality is that young people use technology. Think about how many school-age kids have phones. Rather than ignoring this, technology companies should build experiences that meet their needs while also keeping them safe. We're deeply committed to doing industry-leading work in this area. A good example of this work is Messenger Kids, which is widely recognized as better and safer than alternatives.
And I'll be honest, my kids are in so many things outside the house. Like I try to put them in everything. They don't have time for social media. Like even my son who's 17, he plays football. He ain't got time for social media. He might be on maybe 20, 30 minutes a day. But between books, studying, and playing football, they ain't got no time.
I feel like I barely be on social media because I'm...
Yeah, I mean, if they really cared about humans, they would take breaks. It'd be like social media breaks, like social media apps would shut down for like a week, a month, just to give everybody a chance to reset their brain. But they'll never do that. You know why? Because of profits. You see how much money Mark Zuckerberg lost in those 6 hours that Facebook
Yeah,
was
but
down?
think about somebody like
either, though.
Boosie who
Why
doesn't
not?
like when his Instagram is
I
shut
don't
down
think they
because
should do
he's
that.
missing out on money.
I think it's to each individual person. I don't think everybody has a social media problem. And like
That's
you said,
a damn lie.
You shut it down for a week, and there's people that live off of it. That's how they create their business. And I don't think you should be able
These
to.
people, that's a damn lie. These people are addicted to social media and don't even know it. We all are and don't even know it.
No,
that's a fact. And I guarantee you in the
Addiction
future.
is a strong word. I don't think everyone is addicted. You think
Addicted.
everyone's addicted?
Okay, next time you're out in public, just look around and look at what everybody's doing. I guarantee you most people are just looking down at their phones. Just do it. Just observe. Go out and observe your surroundings. Whether you're in the airport, whether you're at a restaurant, guarantee a majority of people
I don't
just
feel
sitting down looking
addicted.
at their
When
phones.
they had the outage the other day, I didn't even know until somebody
Yeah, I didn't
told
know
me.
either.
They were like, "Are your apps working?"
Yeah, I
and
don't
then it didn't mean anything to me.
I don't think you could shut down for a week or a month. Nah, you take away people's rights when they can look at things and when they don't want to look at things. I don't think.
What do you mean you
that's right.
take away their rights?
I don't think you should be able to shut. I mean, you're gonna shut down social media for a week or shut it down for a month for people's.
In order to reset people's brains?
No.
Yes, why not?
No.
It's like taking a mental health break because guess what? If somebody doesn't have the wherewithal to take one on their own, do it for them.
That's like saying, you know what, we should take the music away for a week because, you know, it got to reset the brains because some of these music has bad influences on
What are
kids.
you talking about?
It's
no,
all about
that's
bad
not what I'm
influence.
talking about.
Yes, it is. No,
that's a false equivalency.
I think you have a parent and
how can you have freedom if you're a slave to your social media?
Who's a slave to their social media? Not everybody's a slave to their social media.
You're not paying attention then.
No, I am paying attention.
You're clearly not paying
I know my kids and my family is not a slave to any of the social media because I make sure that they are not, as a parent and as a father and as a family person. I make sure that they are not, and that's my job.
I actually feel like I need to be posting more because I don't even think I post a lot. I'm not even on it like that. When I look at social media, when I'm trying to do my stories for the next day or when I'm checking things for work. But I could also just Google things and do it. It's just easier. But I could, like on the weekend, I'm not really on it.
I just think it's a very telltale sign when you see a lot of these tech moguls don't let their kids use it. That tells you all you need to know.
Well, that is your front page news.
All right. Now, when we come back, RZA will be joining us. We're going to kick it with RZA, of course, from Wu-Tang. So we're going to talk to him when we come back now. Part 2 of Wu-Tang American Saga is on now, right?
Yeah, it's on Hulu now. They're up
On
to
Hulu now.
episode 7. They've already been playing 1 through 6. I think 7's out now also.
All right. So we'll talk to him when we come back. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. The Breakfast Club. Your mornings will never be the same.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ MV Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. We got a special guest in the building.
The ruler, zigzag, zigala.
RZA. Good morning, sir.
Peace. Good morning, indeed.
How's everything? How you feeling, man?
Feel good, yo. Feel good. Had one of them long New York nights, though. So, you know, you got to...
Studio?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Who's working on?
I'm working on the score for this LeBron thing, actually. Yeah, I haven't been in the studio till 4 in the morning in maybe like years.
Wow.
But it was like, yeah, I went late, yo.
Hold on, that sounds interesting. A LeBron thing scored by the RZA.
Yeah, well, something we doing for calm, keeping it calm.
Oh, yeah. The Calm app. I love the Calm app. I got one at the crib.
Exactly. You got to balance that chi, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. The funny thing about it is promoting sleep. You know what I mean? And I was up to 4 in the morning. You know what I mean? Finishing it up.
You know, Yee made a comment before the interview started. She said, "You looking younger and younger, man," and you do. Like, you look very vibrant, very, very healthy, very alive.
Thank you. Keeping that proper diet, I guess. You know what I mean?
Word.
Yeah.
What evolution came first, the mental or physical for you?
It kind of parallels, right? Once you get knowledge of yourself, you think more of yourself. You look at yourself a certain way. So yeah, it was parallel, but it was progressive. You know what I mean? So I probably had gained more knowledge than I was activating. And then after a while, you start distilling knowledge down to yourself and start living out your words or living out your ideas. Like time is like the medium everything must pass through, but in your mind, it's immediate. Like you could be home right now, but it's gonna take you time to get there. But I think when I was just coming more and more in tune with myself, just started realizing that, mental is good, but you gotta have the physical to match it, right?
Absolutely.
Or you ain't here.
All right.
So yeah, it came parallel.
Now Wu-Tang and American Saga, right? I'm not gonna lie. When it first came out, I wasn't really into it. And the reason I wasn't really into it is not because of, it's hard to see things that you grew up through. Like watching Notorious, watching a lot of these hip hop where I lived, I don't want to watch it because you're scared they're gonna get the story wrong. I was on a plane one day, and thank God for planes, because the planes have the American Saga on the plane, and you can catch it. So I'm on a plane, and I fly so much, I'd seen every movie. I was like, you know what, let me give this a shot. And when I seen it, I was very impressed, and I really loved it. The characters, and I know people be like, Envy, you late? Yeah, I am. But it was the way that the characters were, how they tied into each individual person on Wu-Tang, how it's so much similarities, the realness of the stories. I really enjoyed the American Saga season 1.
Wow, thank you, yo.
I really enjoyed the music, the whole feeling was very impressive.
Well, I appreciate that. Me and my partner Alex C, when we first, tried to say we're gonna make this a TV show, it was like, how you gonna do it? Is there enough story here for dramatization? You know what I mean? And not just for, when you're doing TV, they don't never want one season. I mean, you can't walk in. I got one, man. We don't play with ones. You know what I mean? You got to have it really scoped out for 3 to 5 to even get to the table. And so we sat down and we just went through, through the history, and we just started like, this is definitely a TV show here, and it's definitely a lot of information that could be dramatized over a course of time. But more important for me was that information had inspiration to it. So I hope when you watch it, you see that we was not just telling the story of, not just telling Wu-Tang story, really. Just telling the story of just growing up in New York doing hip hop.
Right.
So many people had to go to the record stores and dig for their crates, come across the Guards and Nerves, come across the Israelite brothers, ripping with each other, you know what I mean? It's so much that a lot of us lived, people getting choked out in the community by the C ciphers back then. You know what I mean? Moms knowing that you slinging, you know what I mean? But you also helping pay the rent. So swallowing it. So many of us lived that. And so I thought it was, best to tell the story, dramatize it, take off some of the things we try to hide. Because Wu-Tang was always saying stuff in our lyrics.
Absolutely.
But, not as, I think not as detailed as you can, because a picture could say 1,000 words. The best way I can say it.
You know what I like the best about it too? One thing from the first season, it really does show how you were very talented, right? The young RZA was very talented, but you also didn't have the money or the means to be able to get the equipment that you wanted to get. And then also a lot of different things pulling on you where you could have went the wrong direction at any point, but it's not really what your focus was. But there's just so many things that could happen to derail your situation.
Yeah. And that's, once again, it's a lot of us, right? How many homies is locked up from 2 seconds of a bad decision in the pine box, basically, you know what I mean? In season 2, we talked about a couple of things that, that was definitely kind of taboo-ish, you know what I mean? Going to see, Ghost actually get into a struggle and getting, I don't like talking about it because he's here, but catching the bullet, you know what I mean, in the midst of negativity. But in his case, he was doing what he was doing, bust back. But then in Chef's case, it was accidental. You could just be in the hood and you could just catch an accidental shot, you know what I mean? So those things, like I said, happen to a lot of people in our generation, but still happening in this generation.
It made me realize that, even back then, people were a little more forgiving, right? And the reason I say that is, there's a scene in the first episode where you go into the store and you're about to steal the SP-12, the beat making machine. And the guy saw you.
Right.
This day and age, they would have called the police, they would have ran down on you, they'd have tackled you, cops would have been outside with guns to your head. But he caught you and said, bro, put it back and I'll see nothing.
Exactly.
But you don't have that no more. And I was like, I remember doing.
Yeah, I remember New York was like that, right?
Be like, bruh. I'd be like, you got me.
But the fact you put it back and didn't buck back on the guy, you know what I mean?
Right. That's the crazy thing. New York definitely was always rough, but definitely had a certain type of honor to it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm in a different age bracket right now, so I don't know if the honor is still there, but I pray that it's still there.
Mm-hmm.
But I definitely say that when we showing our art and showing our craft, that we hopefully are reinstilling it. You know what I mean?
It was also a lot more difficult back then to even have access to make music. Like you said, having to get that equipment, that's expensive. And having to have the power to be able to do that and get everything. I feel like now people can be talented, but it's a lot more accessible because of technology.
Oh, definitely. We did episode 6 last week, and it was called Protect Your Neck.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Which was so cool because, we went kind of through the whole process of making the record. But even the idea of after you make the record, what happens? Now you can make it, upload on SoundCloud, it's there.
Correct.
Then, man, you got to go down to disc makers, pay them,
get it pressed
up front, get it pressed up, get a test pressing first, right? Listen to that, agree to it, then order your 500 or your 5,000 copies and wait.
Right.
Wow.
What was
How
the
long was the
process?
wait?
Yeah, I was gonna say, what was the process?
Yo, 5,000 copies. They may give you. Look, they always gonna promise you in 3 weeks. You know what I mean? Because it's like, yo, yeah, we get that.
That's a long time to wait.
Nah, it might take you 6 weeks to get that. And then when you got it, so what? You got it.
Yeah.
Who gonna play it?
All right, we got more with the RZA when we come back. Don't move. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We're still kicking it with RZA. Now, what was the process of actually getting your first record played? Now you're a group of brothers from Staten Island and different parts of New York, and now you got to go to, at the time, it was Flex, right? Because Flex was...
Right.
Stretch and Barbito.
Stretch and Barbito was
the two main.
Yeah, Flex, Stretch and Barbito.
Include on the mixtape.
Red Alert, and Chuck Chill Out.
Chuck Chill Out.
I'm missing one. Kid Capri.
Kid Capri, yep.
All right, and not to forget, I was talking about the classic brothers. Can't forget Mr. Magic.
Mr. Magic, yep.
And the brothers over there, right? But the crazy thing is that that's almost impossible to get it played,
right.
yo. In episode 7, we explore that. We explore like how do you get your record played? And for us, we did the same way we was doing Foolishness, which was driving out of state, getting your hustle on.
Mm-hmm.
We drove out of state and went to radio stations, college radio stations.
Mm-hmm.
So we actually do a funny thing in episode 7, which is we dramatized the idea because Stretch and Barbito, they really in their documentary, it was they talked about how Wu came up and all of us came to the station, whatever. And and back in those days, brothers was like, whatever, we'll kick in the door to get in. But the way we dramatize it, I think the fans gonna get a kick out of it because we did it in a way that's unexpected, and at the same time very respectful, paying homage because nobody wasn't no chump or whatever. Everybody was holding their ground and holding their position. Right? You could say, yo, play that shit. Homie like, yeah, I'll play it, but you might not play that, yo. And you see him when you see him when you don't see him, right? But like they said, when they listened to it themselves, it was like, yo, this sound like, this sound like something.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's play it. You know what I mean? And it started a fire. One of the first homies, I never forget. His name is G. Remember G?
G used to be on his bike all the time, sweating all the time. I love
from Philly. Yeah, so he was working at a radio station called WPRB. I think that's Princeton or something. And I had went down there when I was Prince Rakeem. Was me, Tretch, Naughty by Nature, and we went there like promoting our singles back, when OPP was their single. And
that was Tommy Boy, right?
Yeah, Tommy Boy.
That's Princeton, New Jersey.
Yeah, Princeton, New Jersey, right? And he actually turned my Oh We Love You Rakeem record over and checked out the B-side, Sexcapades, and was like, yo, you know what I mean? So he was kind of feeling the vibe. So one day he invited us, me and Tretch, to go in and freestyle. And on the freestyle, we went in. And he was like, yo, that don't sound like your record. Like, why you rhyming like that? But on your record, you rhyming all like this. But he kind of kept an eye out for me. And when me and Dirty went up there, just no record deal, just going up to the radio stations, and we just aired it out for him. He's played that on the radio a few times. So we had like a little small relationship. And when we had Protect Your Neck, we actually drove to him and was like, boom, gave it to him too. And he played it immediately. But he was like, just rooting for us. Eventually, he ended up working for our company. We hired him to do street team marketing. But point being made, sometimes it's those obscure little college stations where kids don't even get paid to work there, right? You work there just because you want to work there,
And
right?
she used to go hard.
He used to go super hard.
It's hard to find that, like somebody that, because I remember I was in college at the time and he was like, yo, you want to book Wu-Tang? It was $10,000 for the whole Wu-Tang.
Dang.
But I mean, they were just getting started.
That's a steal. It's funny that you say that. No, we did a show for Texas. $100.
For how many people?
How did y'all
9?
get out there for $100?
we was just taking the van, just going wherever we was going. So the show was $100, right?
How'd y'all break that down?
Check it out. Check this out. It was a wild Texas crew. It turned to a whole big fight, guns, all that. We actually hit the road on that one. You know what I mean? We wasn't, you know what I mean?
Hit the road, we wasn't spending the night. We was getting out of Dodge.
Yeah,
right then and
it was like, get to the van. So it was like, it was on. We got back to the hotel. The $100 was fake.
Oh my God.
So, yeah, that's humble beginnings.
No pizza tonight for everybody.
Exactly. I remember our first show we did was at the it's called the Showboat in Brooklyn. Anybody remember the Showboat?
The Showboat, yeah.
Yeah. Another first night, same thing. That was $200. They booked us. Same thing. Club ended in a shootout. $200 and we were gonna do it $200. And most brothers kind of gave theirs to ODB because he had the children and kind of like for him it was like that's some Pampers, that's some milk, that's to keep it moving. You know what I mean? So that was in the very beginning phases.
Now, a lot of people also didn't know this, and I saw everyone talking about it, the fact that you were facing some time in prison during this time also. So I know you explore that on season 2.
Yeah, we explore that. Just like I said, being young and being caught up. I like how we dramatize that as well because you don't realize like how much violence come out of fear. You know what I mean?
What you mean?
It's just like, if you probably did a psychological survey of all the homies who locked up for busting somebody or whatever. Of course, money will do it, right? Money will get you to do it. Drugs will get you to do it. But fear, you know what I mean? If it's fear for your life, fear of your pride.
Fear of being considered a coward, pride,
yeah.
Fear of repercussions.
Yeah, we had we used a line in the series where the lawyer just asks the character Bobby, right? Says, Bobby, why do you carry a gun? And the answer is, in my neighborhood, more people carry guns than ID. You liable to have a homie with a gun, but he won't have his ID on him. You know what I mean? And he was like, but why? And it's just like, at the end of the day, it's almost like a symbol of respect, protects you from losing a fight. But somebody don't want to even, you can't take a punch in the face, right? Before you do that, you're like, you want to just go all the way and end it. So fear has a lot to do with a lot of our actions, especially in our youth, and not knowing the long-term repercussions of what it brings,
That's why I've learned not to judge people when they're in survival mode.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because people do anything to survive sometimes.
Yeah.
How much time did you actually have to spend in real life in jail before they got dropped? Any time at all?
Yeah, I only did like 30, 40 days.
How was that, though? Because you were so young, and that wasn't something a place that you even could see yourself.
That's all it took me was that. Some brothers, do 3 years, come back to another bid. After about 40, 45 days, I already was like, this ain't for me. You know what I mean? Once they was like, but they was going to put me in a hole for a fight or whatever, it wasn't adding up. You know what I mean? That's another thing I think, like I said, when you think about your pride, and I'm saying this to the young brothers out there, because, pride is definitely something, misdirected pride. Like, I mean proud of being a black man, proud of being a white man, proud of being a beautiful woman. That's different, but proud of just the frivolous idea that you got to protect a false ego. That's a detriment.
That's right.
And I think that at one point brothers thought doing the bid was cool. Right? I just did my bid, son, up in Rikers, you know what I mean? I had to open son up, you know what I mean? Hit him with a $150 across his face. Yeah, you sound exciting, don't it? You know what I mean? You thinking about when you go in there, then you get up in there, like Coogee Rap said, you won't be smiling in Rikers Island once you get there. But it just took me that one time, twice I did two little 40-day bids up like that, or 2 stretches, and it was just for me. I was like, nah, this is not the place for at the time Rakim Allah, and I came out and just reconverted that.
All right, we got more with the RZA when we come back. Don't move. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We're still kicking it with RZA, of course, from Wu-Tang. Now, Yee.
What about TJ Adams? I thought he did a great job as Old Dirty Bastard. How did you prep him for that?
Wow, TJ is doing a great job, and he's actually, going, he's talked to the family, he watches all the tapes, and I want to give a shout out to Chris Robinson, because Chris Robinson found TJ Adams. So Chris Robinson did the pilot. When you do a TV show, so whoever does the pilot actually sets the tone. Mm-hmm. And he prescribed TJ Adams as ODB and Dave East as Method Man. Because he had did another movie with Dave East. He was like, yo. Mm-hmm. And so, then we met him, and Meth loved him as Method Man. And the thing with TJ Adams is that the crazy thing, I don't mind sharing this out loud, is that, since Ice Cube's son played himself, YDB wanted to play his pops, you know what I mean? But we gave him a chance to audition, you know what I mean? But he didn't go take the acting classes. Acting is acting. You gotta have some skill set to even do it. And Chris I think he worked with TJ on something else, and he just put him in front of us and was like, yo, this kid has it. And he's killing it. You know?
I often wonder, can ODB's energy truly be captured on camera, though? Because, I never met ODB, but it's like hip-hop folklore at this point. Like, can it ever really be captured on film or TV?
You know what? This kid is doing a great job, yo. I think episode 8, when episode 8 comes out, he's going to open up a little bit. And, he's feeling it, man. Mm-hmm. Like, once again, I'm telling him to chill out because I hung out with him at a party, you know what I mean? I was like, yo, kid, listen, you know what I mean?
I met him in real life, too. He a little wild.
It's getting a little, yeah, like he's headed right to that energy, you know what I mean? So you got to be careful, don't let they say life imitate art imitate life, whatever. Mm-hmm. Make sure you know which side of the spectrum you're on. Mm-hmm.
Listen, another folklore story with you and Dirty, right? Sitting in the audience when Dirty ran up on stage, Wu-Tang is for the children. What was that conversation before he went up
Grammy.
There?
Oh, no. I wasn't at the Grammys. First, we was at the American Music Awards at first, and we all came dressed in Wu wear. You know what I mean? Like, it was like everybody had on their tux and their suits. We were sitting there, and we didn't win. And I think, he felt the equation of, we can't be, like, maybe because we got on hip hop gear, maybe I go put on the suit, get it right. But I did tell A-Song, I said, I might have said something more profound to him. I was like, yo, listen, G, they're not gonna give it to us. They're gonna give it to somebody. We just gonna validate them. And that's my RZA conspiracy mind. It's like, let's pit this guy beside this guy. This is the man. This is the champ, right? But we'll let him win because he has to validate him. You know what I mean? I felt at that time that was more the situation, because not that nobody music wasn't as good as their music was, but it's their best hip hop album.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Diddy won, right? No Way Out, I think. Yeah. But Life After Death was in that category too, if I'm not mistaken. I think.
That was a dope one. That was incredible. You know what I mean? So, but he was really passionate about, man, that ain't what it is. And he walked on the stage. Imagine that, though. Right?
You didn't know that was going to happen?
Nah, I didn't know that was going to happen.
So you saw him get up and...
I did not know that.
Did he say, let me go to the bathroom, or they just put Fred to stage? He didn't say nothing.
Yeah, yo, Chef was there with him. Mm-hmm. So we get Ray on here. He could give you the ins and outs, you know what I mean? But I just know at the American Music Awards, when we lost, he stomped out. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And we didn't see him for a minute. And then the Grammys, it's like, yo, he just did like, yo, he wasn't going for it.
But we've seen artists do that since, like the Kanyes and stuff, but it wasn't nothing like that.
That was an exciting moment. That actually made the whole thing exciting to watch.
Yeah, it wasn't nothing like that one. Yeah. Imagine Dirty with an Instagram. You mentioned Ghost. Ghost is my favorite MC of all time. and they just announced Supreme Clientele 2, but with Kanye and Mike Dean. I'm like, can you make a Supreme Clientele 2 without RZA? Because you produced most of Supreme Clientele Part 1, mixed a lot of it with Ghost. Like,
I mean, they started. I'll pop in that studio.
Okay.
You know, I'll be right in the studio hanging out with them. Mikey Dean is on fire anyway. It's my man. Kanye is genius at what he does, so.
And y'all collaborations have been nuts. I was listening to My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy a couple weeks ago. I was like, God, it's one of the greatest albums of any genre ever.
And his passion for music and his homage to Supreme Clientele. Jay loves that album, you know what I mean? So that'll be really good hands for Ghost to rock in. And I'll pop in just for the sport of it.
It got to be more than a pop-in, though, I think. You thought that's Supreme Clientele 2. If that was just another album,
right.
I'd be like, all right, cool, but Supreme Clientele 2? Come on.
But you want me to keep making these shows for us, right? So
let
me keep making this. Maybe it's another season of that, right?
Word.
Supreme Wu-Tang season 7. Supreme Clientele 2.
Absolutely.
Definitely check out Wu-Tang and American Saga. I can't wait to see this one. Like I said, it's.
What are you up to? Episodes 1 through 6 so far?
Yeah, this week will be 7.
Okay.
So.
Definitely check it out. We appreciate you for joining us, brother.
I know we got a million more stories we could be telling.
100%.
Well, it's RZA. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ MV, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's get to the rumors. Let's talk Ryan Henry.
Listen up. This just in.
All the gossip. The Rumor Report.
Gossip.
With Angela Yee.
It's the Rumor Report.
The Breakfast Club.
All right. Well, if you guys recall, Ryan Henry from Black Ink Crew Chicago, him and his best friend, I guess now ex-best friend, Anthony Lindsay, had a falling out when he found out that Ryan Henry slept with his child's mother. Well, the two of them are having a sit down for the first time, and here's what happens.
I probably would have ended up taking a bullet for you. I made you my son's godfather. If you betrayed me, how can I have my son to trust you?
I hurt more than just you. It wasn't about you. Exactly.
Act.
So what I'm saying is, this was my bull of the most bull of an outlet to just sabotage that I didn't care no more. It was not about you.
It should have been about me, though. It should have been about me. But it should have been about me.
It should have. And I was wrong.
Sheesh, that was a scandal. And it's so funny because we were just talking about this with Omarion and Fizz, but I guess they weren't best friends.
But how did this end? How was the end of it? Or did they accept his apology, or was it just a promo?
It's the premiere episode of Black Ink Crew Chicago, so it's their first time sitting down. And he found out, by the way, while he was battling cancer, that Ryan was sleeping with his child's mother for over a year and a half.
Yeah, I saw some of that because he, what's the other guy's name? Not Ryan.
Anthony.
Yeah, he went on Kendra G's Instagram Live, and they used some of that on the show.
Well, Ryan know he was wrong. He apologized, but just some things I can't trust you again after that. I just can't.
That was his best friend. You're the child's godfather.
Yep.
That's a lot. All right, now Big Daddy Kane has confirmed that he is doing Versus. It's official. October 17th at Barclays Center. He'll be battling KRS-One. What do y'all think?
I love it.
I think that's incredible.
I love it.
Who got it?
I don't know. I don't know. KRS got a lot of records, and so does Big Daddy Kane. It's gonna be good.
And they're both great on stage.
Yes,
they're both
are.
great performers.
Yes, they are. It's gonna be a good
I mean,
one.
that's like, if you've never seen what the epitome of an MC is, I think people saw it with Jadakiss, versus Dipset. That was MCing.
But this is where they got it from.
Absolutely.
I'm going to tell you another aspect of this I love, because it's Halloween season, which means it's horror season. And this is also in partnership with USA's upcoming horror series, Chucky. So the captain says, want to play? We got a new Versus on the way.
Oh, I actually said that when Jadakiss, after Jadakiss Versus, the Lock Dipset Versus, I said that was KRS-One levels of MCing. That was KRS-One levels of crowd control. So now y'all get to see KRS yourself.
Kane. It's gonna be good. That's gonna be a good one, man.
Right now, YouTube has terminated 2 channels that are linked to R. Kelly because of their creator responsibility guidelines. And that was after R. Kelly's conviction in a sex trafficking trial. They said that the company might remove a user for on and or off-platform behavior that they consider to be inappropriate. So those 2 channels are R. Kelly TV and R. Kelly Vivo. Both now have messages saying that the accounts have been terminated. Also, Vivica A. Fox is going in on people who are saying that she's close to R. Kelly. I saw her on Twitter. Somebody said, Miss Vivica Fox, let's talk about how you were around R. Kelly when a lot of this was going down. I guess you said you wouldn't snitch, and now you're calling him a snitch because he wants to out the other pedophiles. I figured street code wouldn't matter in this case. You scared? And she responded, look here, a-hole. I had no idea he was abusing young women. I'm a stand-up woman, so don't you dare bring your bitch A over here and call me a coward. Now what? Then she ended up blocking the person. Now, another thing that happened was Selena Johnson on Cocktails with Queens on Fox Soul discussed these recent reports about R. Kelly and says that he does not need to be in jail.
I think he has really been misjudged here. I don't think he needs to be in jail. I think he needs to be in an insane asylum. I think he needs to be in a straitjacket. I think some of the behavior that has been going down has been erratic. And I think that a lot of Black men in jail have been misjudged.
Yeah, her saying he doesn't need to be in jail doesn't mean that she's saying he shouldn't be held to the consequences of his actions. She's just saying he needs to be in a psych ward.
Mm-hmm.
I understand what she's saying. I mean, he clearly has some psychological problems, and jail is not going to change that. He'll probably go to jail and, continue the same behavior. But to her point, it is a lot of people in prison who don't need to be in prison. They need to be committed somewhere like a psych ward.
Do they not give you help while you're in jail?
I was wondering that. I thought they got those services in prison, but I'm not sure.
Because I know somebody who went to jail for like 23 years, and he did tell me he was doing therapy constantly, and now he's aware of why he did what he did, and that he was getting constant help.
But so. I wonder how do you help a pedophile though?
That's a great question.
What I mean? How do you help them? Say don't do it again, and they don't do it. Like it has to be something.
And I'm
in the
sure
brain.
it's a longer process than that.
But no,
of course, but it has to be something in the brain. Though.
And that's a great question, and that is a conversation that we've been having. But it's because you want it to be preventive measures, right? Because you would want to spot this early,
correct,
in somebody, so you can curb the behavior early, so they don't harm people.
Right, but also if they do have that problem, and you can spot it early, what do you do in that situation? Do you lock them up because you know it can happen?
I really have no idea.
Or do you just keep an eye on them? You know what I mean? But how do you cure a pedophile? If how do you prevent it? I don't know.
All you YouTube people that know everything about COVID and the vaccine, could y'all give us the research y'all been doing on this?
Yeah, help us out a little bit.
Send us some of the research y'all been doing on this.
They know.
All right, and shout out to Ed Sheeran. He is joining The Voice as a mega mentor starting October 25th for season 21. He'll be part of the knockout rounds following the battle rounds. And that should be pretty exciting for anybody that gets paired up with Ed Sheeran.
Mm-hmm. Dropping a clues bombs for Ed Sheeran. That's my guy. I want to see that.
Yes, and then coaches Kelly Clarkson, Ariana Grande, John Legend, and Blake Shelton will choose the winner from their team to advance to the live playoffs. And then each coach has one steal opportunity in the knockouts.
So what that mean now? So he not a judge?
He's part of the knockout round. So he'll be using his experience and he'll be mentoring artists and helping them. So he's not a judge, but he's going to be helping to mentor them. And he's a coach. They have coaches, but he's just mentoring. All right, well, that is your rumor reports.
All right, thank you, Miss E. Charlamagne, who are you giving that donkey to?
This morning is a public service announcement. You know what I mean? I really want to stop some of you kids, from dying. Simple as that. Because what y'all are doing right now on the Tock of the Ticks gonna get y'all killed. Okay? Let's talk about the Slap a Teacher Challenge when we come back 4 after the hour.
The what?
Okay, that's right. Let's talk about this 4 after the
some
hour.
of my teachers. All right, we'll talk about it next. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. Your mornings will never be the same.
Angela here. Don't you wish everything was as easy as getting quality coverage from the General Insurance? The General offers the quality coverage you deserve at prices you can afford. Switch to the General and you could save over $500. Call 800-GENERAL or visit thegeneral.com. Some restrictions apply.
Don't be out here acting like a donkey.
Hee-haw, bitch.
It's time for Donkey of the Day.
I'm a big boy. I can take it. If he feel I deserve it, ain't no big deal.
I know Charlamagne guy gonna have some funny shit say out his mouth.
If you gotta say something you may not agree with, doesn't mean I'm mean.
Who's getting that donkey?
That donkey. That don't. Donkey of the day right there.
Turn the goddamn mic.
The Breakfast Club, bitches. You can call me the donkey of the day, but I mean no harm.
Donkey of the Day for Wednesday, October 5th goes to all you poor little tick-ticks. Okay, all you talkers of the ticks. You know, I don't like the word tick because I'm from the country, Mouse Corner, South Carolina. Drop on the clues bombs from Mouse Corner, okay? We used to burn ticks off dogs, all right? Ticks are blood-sucking parasites, and anybody participating in this tick-tick trend, okay, this tick-tick challenge is absolutely a blood-sucking parasite, all right? The latest trend on TikTok is the Slap a Teacher challenge. Now, I take this personal because I am the mother of a public school teacher, okay? My mother has been an English teacher in the Berkeley County school system for a long time, okay? She is the reason I am such an avid reader, and she gave me the greatest advice once when she told me, read things that don't pertain to you, which led me to read every Beverly Cleary and Judy Blume book in the library. So I support the hell out of public school teachers, and their jobs are already tough enough. They already don't make the money they should make. They have to deal with your kids all day, and now you little ungrateful heathens on tic-tac-toe got the nerve to be doing a slap a teacher challenge. Oh, you think these kids aren't stupid enough to do this? Oh, you didn't hear the story. Then you don't. Well, you also don't understand the power of peer pressure, and you don't understand the power of social media. Okay, a staff member in Springfield, Missouri, got smacked by one of these kids because of this slap a teacher challenge. They are not releasing the school that it happened at for privacy concerns. Well, let's go to KSPR ABC 33 for the report, please.
Denver's new TikTok challenge is making its way into local schools. It encourages kids to actually slap their teacher.
Students who engage in the trend can be suspended and possibly turned over to juvenile authorities. Hashtag slap a teacher. It's the newest trend to take over TikTok, and it's happening right here in the Ozarks. SPS has had one instance of a student slapping a teacher so far. The district will not release the school that the teacher was slapped at due to privacy concerns.
Students participating in this challenge can be suspended or sent over to, juvenile services. They also need to say students participating in this challenge can die. Okay, I'm sending all you kids healing energy in advance because y'all gonna need it. Okay, see, in your mind, you slapping a teacher, but what you don't realize is you slapping somebody's mom, somebody's sister, somebody's aunt, somebody's daughter, somebody's cousin, somebody's friend. Don't get hurt playing with people's loved ones. Okay, your youth will not save you. Okay, must I repeat, I am the child of a public school teacher. We will handle what needs to be handled and deal with the handling of that handle's consequences later. Okay, see, sometimes you kids' logic don't be logicking, all right? That little plan you made on that little Tock house with your little tick-ass friends, that plan you made online could get your ass killed offline. It's really that simple, all right? Nobody playing about their family and their loved ones, and that's what y'all don't realize because y'all don't have emotions. You have algorithms. So you're just following a trend, and that trend gonna have your family following each other in a procession to the cemetery. Now, I have to salute a queen named Nan Bailey. Okay, 5 days ago, I came across this post she posted, and I reposted it because, like I said, I am the child of a public school teacher, and I wanted to encourage kids to not participate in this foolish-ass challenge. And Nan Bailey, who is a school teacher, very eloquently stated a warning to these children and what the consequences of their actions could be. Let me read it to you verbatim. I'm not putting no cut on it, just giving it to you straight from the desk of Nan Bailey. Students, I understand that in the month of October, you're supposed to go to school and slap a staff member. But what TikTok is not explaining to you is the adults in your building grew up on Nuck If You Buck, Lil Boosie, all of Lil Jon, and every East Side boy. Nan said every East Side boy, Big Sam and Lil Bo. Drop on the clues bombs for Big Sam and Lil Bo. Okay, that's how you know Miss Bailey not playing. She continues by saying, the only thing professional about us, and she put professional in quotation marks, only thing professional about us are these little teacher outfits. We have been training for this day since the State Department granted our license. We hand clap, want hand clap, all hand clap, the hand clap, smoke hand clap. In summation, find y'all something safe to do. Abort mission, beloved. Namaste. End quote. Drop on the clues bombs for Nan Bailey. I co-sign every single thing she said. Don't find out the hard way that a staff member at your school is a gat-toting, pistol-holding teacher on your damn street. Okay? See, You might slap a staff member because you don't give a damn, but you will quickly find out your staff member, that teacher, don't give up. So please, let Riri Ma give all these kids participating in the Slap a Teacher Challenge on Tock Tick, the biggest hee-haw.
Hee-haw, hee-haw. You stupid motherfucker. Are you dumb?
They ain't had that in my teachers.
They gonna learn. Don't tell them nothing.
I had Miss Butterfield. She was Jamaican. Miss Butterfield would have grabbed them by their cheeks and threw them out the front door.
Oh, she Jamaican. Straight razor action.
Mm-hmm.
Straight knife action.
I had
all
Miss,
day.
I had Miss Harris.
Probably got a machete.
I believe she was Russian. She was nice with the ruler with a pow. I had a couple sisters. Sister Mary, she would have definitely threw him in the closet.
And you know how disrespectful a slap is? You a little kid gonna walk up to a grown-ass adult and smack them. And that adult is supposed to have restraint. That adult is supposed to have patience. That adult is supposed to send you healing energy. I will send you healing energy after I
whoop your ass.
Put these hands on you.
Unless you're playing Squid Game.
Yeah, what would you do? Yeah, you were a teacher for a little bit. If a teacher slapped the shit out of you,
A student?
A student slapped the shit out of you, what would
Some
you
of them
do?
kids was bigger than me.
Jesus Christ.
No, but you definitely, I mean, of course, you definitely can't have that at all. What are you supposed to do?
And by the way, what do you do?
I think your reaction is going to be to knock them out.
And what do you do if you're the parent of the kid who slapped the teacher? Now, imagine your kid slaps the teacher and your teacher beats the hell out of your kid. You can't really be mad
gotta take that.
at the teacher once you find out what your kid did.
But isn't that something to think about, too, that some of those students are bigger than the teachers?
Well, find out that your teacher is a gat-toting, pistol-holding teacher on your damn street.
Yeah.
Okay?
Jeez. All right. Just remember, some of these teachers got sons, too. And
That's what I'm trying to tell you. These are people's moms.
And their sons play football.
These are people's moms. These are people's
Lift
sisters,
weights.
daughters, aunts. You're not just slapping a teacher. You slapping somebody's loved one.
Goodness gracious.
Remember that.
Good luck, kids. All right. Up next, Ask Yee. 800-585-1051. If you need relationship advice or any type of advice, you could call Yee now. Again, the number's 800-585-1051. And Charlamagne, he said he's the mother of a public school teacher. He meant he's the son.
What I said?
You said that you're the mother of a public school teacher. I was like, your girls are growing up fast.
I'm getting old. I'm the son of a public school teacher.
We got it. All right.
Yes.
Ask Yee is next. Is the
I might be the mother of a public school teacher one day, though, if one of my kids become a teacher.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
Got a long way to go. That's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
What you want to know? Baby mama issues? Need some words of wisdom? Call up now for Ask Yee. 800-585-1051. The Breakfast Club.
Come on.
Need relationship advice? Need personal advice? Just need real advice. Call up now for Ask Yee.
Keep it real.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. It's time for Ask Yee. Hello, who's this?
Hi.
Good morning. What's your question for Yee?
Well, it's not like, I don't know if it's a question, but it's a situation.
Mm-hmm.
Yee, girl, I need you.
Okay, I'm listening.
So I've been dating this guy. We've been going strong for like 6 months, a little more maybe.
Mm-hmm.
We're kind of serious. And he's going to have an amputation on his leg.
Oh. The whole leg or from the knee down?
From the knee down.
Okay.
I didn't know he had this situation, but this is going to be like really harsh on both of us. And it's going to give me a responsibility that I don't think I'm ready for.
Is he getting one of those replacement?
Yeah, they're leaving space for it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's going to be a while before he can actually get a prosthesis.
Okay, so your question is, it feels like a lot of work. You don't know if you want to put that work in because it's a fairly new relationship. But other than that, you really like him.
I do. And the way I was raised doesn't allow me to just leave somebody because of their health condition.
Okay, it feels like you already know what you're about to do. You're just bracing yourself for having a long road ahead of you two.
Pretty much.
Yeah. I mean, you really love him and care about him. And I'm sure it's a concern to him, too. Is she going to want to stay with me? And mentally, that's going to be difficult for him as well, just like it will be for you. I think the best thing that you can do is be open and honest with him and also be understanding, right? You said that the way that you're raised is not going to allow you to leave somebody who you really care about when he needs you the most. And this is really the test. The test is going to be, can how we feel about each other withstand the pressures and the difficulties of what's to come. And in relationships, sometimes things are unpredictable. You never know what's going to happen. In this situation, you know something is about to happen. You know it will change the dynamics of your relationship, but who knows, it could make it even stronger.
Right. Okay, thank you so much.
And remember, nothing is permanent. So if you decide that it's not working, you always have the ability to say, you know what, this isn't working for me, I can't do it. So I would advise you to go in there with an open mind and an open heart, but also know that you don't have to do anything and you're not obligated to do anything.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, Ask Ye, 800-585-1051. If you need relationship advice or any type of advice, call Ye now. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Get some real advice with Angela Yee. It's Ask Yee.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. We're in the middle of Ask Yee. Hello, who's this?
Nicole.
Nicole, what's your question for Yee?
My question is, I'm dating someone. He's not really my boyfriend. He just never tells me what level we are, but we were dating at one point for 2 years. But now I try to get him back around. I have a best friend that's a guy friend.
Mm-hmm.
You don't approve of us being hanging out.
So this guy who's not your boyfriend doesn't like the fact that you have a friend who's a guy.
Yes, but he wasn't my boy. He was my boy for 3 years. We were trying to make it work. But as soon as I did that, he just stopped talking to me.
So is there a reason for him to not like the fact that you're hanging out with another guy who you're just friends with?
I think he just keeps going on that I mess with him, and I never dealt with my friend on that type of level, but that's what he thinks.
Okay, so you guys have never had any type of physical connection. You've always only been friends.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of letting somebody dictate who I can and can't hang out with, especially somebody who I truly am only friends with. He's never been attracted to you, right?
Yeah, I mean, yes.
Oh, okay.
Level.
All right. So there it is, Nicole. So maybe he thinks there's a potential that if he slips up, something could happen with you and him. Or maybe he feels like he gets the vibe that your friend really likes you and is just waiting for an opportunity.
Right, but that friend hasn't been on that level for like 2 years now, and I've been friends with him 5 years. It's like I was in a relationship with him for 2 years, so I can't let you control my friendship with somebody, and they've been here before you. And all you really do is bring it toxic to me anyway.
I think that if you really want to be with this guy, you have to set boundaries with in a situation that he doesn't like. Like if you guys are hanging out in each other's houses or alone together very frequently and it's making him uncomfortable, you have to be understanding of that.
You're right. Thank you.
All right. Good luck with that.
All right. Ask Ye, 800-585-1051. If you need relationship advice or any type of advice. Now we got rumors on the way?
Yes, and Rihanna is just continuing to go up, 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 and we'll tell you what her next plan is.
All right. We'll get into that next. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
This is The Rumor Report with Angela Yee on The Breakfast Club.
So listen up.
Well, Rihanna is planning to open some physical Savage Fenty stores in 2022. That'll be a huge deal because all we've had everywhere is Victoria's Secret. So that's great competition. And a lot of people, when they compare them, talk about how there's so much more diversity and size inclusivity when it comes to Savage Fenty. So, according to the Chief Marketing and Design Officer, Christian Pendarvis, they said you can absolutely see some stores in 2022.
Okay, that's smart.
That's dope. I'm thinking of like the chains of underwear. There's Agent Provocateur.
Mm-hmm.
That's expensive. Then there used to be Fredericks of Hollywood.
I remember Fredericks of Hollywood.
Okay.
I do. But wasn't Fredericks of Hollywood like the rainbow of lingerie?
It was kind of like.
So, yeah.
It was a
less than Victoria's Secret, right?
It was very colorful. I don't know I think it was probably comparable pricing wise to Victoria's Secret. But
really?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I thought they were considered the cheap one.
I don't know. It was more like fun stuff.
How did it make you feel when you wore it?
I never went to Fredericks of Hollywood. I was always a Victoria's Secret type of person. Mm-hmm.
What about Agent Provocateur?
I never even heard of that.
About La Perla?
Never heard of that either.
Okay. Well, I would recommend if anybody out there for your woman, Agent Provocateur is pretty amazing too. But Savage Fenty, when those stores come, I think that'll really go.
Yeah, especially if she make it an
experience.
experience. You know what I mean?
Yeah. We need that. All right. Now, Ray J has been hospitalized in Miami for pneumonia. He said he's been isolated away from his family, but he speaks with them throughout the day. He posted, "God is good, family with me, just can't be in here. Too much sickness. I can't have visitors because they isolated their room. Been on I think he meant to say FaceTime or something, with my family every day, all day." All right. So we're sending prayers to Ray J right now.
Definitely sending him healing energy. I was chatting with Ray yesterday, man, when I saw that story. You know, I had to reach out to my guy.
Right, and it's not COVID related. He just has pneumonia. Correct?
Yeah.
I ain't even
Although a lot of times, people get pneumonia, and then that's how they realize they have COVID.
Correct.
Too, by the way.
He said he bouncing back, though.
Yeah.
He said he down right now, but he bouncing back.
All right, now let's also talk about Nick Cannon on Drink Champs. He talked about the one time he got his heart broken. They were definitely teasing this clip, like, who is the woman that broke Nick Cannon's heart? Here's what he said.
People were introduced to who she was through me. When Ray J was dating, she wasn't really famous. Good. I believe the tape was made prior to me. But I think the way it looked to the public, it was Nick, then it was the tape. I was really into her. I was vibing, and then.
Oh, you were serious?
Yeah, like but then.
Eyes when you just said
yeah, I was.
She seems like a good person, man.
Amazing person. Nah, but we.
He did. His face did change right now. I ain't gonna lie. Like
she broke my heart.
So he's talking about Kim Kardashian, obviously, and he said that she basically broke his heart. They dated around the time when the sex tape was released, and he said he really liked her, but that tape did create some tension between them.
Wow.
All right, now let's talk about 5-star recruit Ja'Kai Howard. He is going to be going to Donda Academy. He posted, I will be moving to California, and I'll be transferring to Donda Academy. I want to thank you, Norcross, and the whole Blue Devil family still will be my family. #Donda. So
There's a Donda Academy?
Yeah. It's in Southern California. It's backed by Kanye.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I know. I think a lot of people are learning about all of this.
We reported that, I think, last week when you was out.
So when you say he's a 5-star recruit, he's a basketball player?
Mm-hmm.
So they got a basketball team?
Yeah, I mean, I guess like most,
I thought it was just starting. I thought they were just getting together, but so they have a school.
He's moving.
There's no way they have a team for that. All right, well,
I'm so confused.
It's a prep school that's in Southern California.
But if he's a 5-star recruit, who they gonna play?
It says here it's going to rival the nearby Sierra Canyon High School. So I guess that's...
They're going to get washed.
Man, when did Kanye get a school?
His Donda Academy is already backed by Adidas.
Huh?
Yeah, but that doesn't mean they got players. They can have the fly.
They already have Jalen Hooks. He's a 6'7" junior out of Indiana.
Why did I miss the Kanye got a school?
We reported that when he was out, like 2 weeks ago.
But why isn't that more of a big deal? Shouldn't that be?
Also, Robert Dillingham out of North Carolina.
Oh, so you got a bunch of players. Okay. Is he taking over
Zion
another school?
Cruz out of New Jersey.
Is he taking over another? I don't know.
Man, let me do my Google.
Yeah, do your
I
Googles.
ain't heard of this at all. Wow. Well, salute to Kanye. Dropping a clues bomb for Kanye.
They're already setting up a game between Donda Academy and Sierra Canyon that's going to be at the Staples Center sometime in February.
They must have taken over another school. They had to. There's no way.
I mean, I Googled, and the first headline is Kanye West backed school. So that makes more sense.
He backed the school.
But it's called Donda Academy.
And they changed it to Donda Academy. That makes more sense.
Okay.
I can't see him just creating a
like,
school
what?
and having all these 5-star recruits and being able to play already.
I thought he started from scratch. No. I'm like, huh?
Yeah, so it's a new private school. So yes,
This nigga's amazing.
Now
He
also has filed a trademark for a line of electronic products called Donda as well. So that should be pretty interesting to see what that is. I think he's already sent out some of those items, and at the same time, he's also helping Kim Kardashian prep for her SNL hosting gig that's going to be happening this weekend.
Okay.
They said she's really nervous. It's a big challenge, but fortunately, she's got him there to help out.
Kim K's hosting SNL?
Shut up, man. Shut up, man. Where the hell have you been? We've been reporting this. You don't listen.
We just talked about it yesterday, and y'all talked about it last week while I was
Why
gone.
wasn't paying no attention?
Twice?
Clearly. We were talking about SNL ratings and how
Don't even
these
explain
were like
to
the
him.
worst ratings on the first premiere episode, and then we said the ratings
What
should
helps
jump
him?
when Kim Kardashian hosts this weekend.
What helps him with his memory?
Yes.
Who is
Jinko Biloba.
You need that.
I take it every
You need that and carrots. You need to double up.
I wonder who the musical guest is.
Oh, that we could
That would
find
be
out.
hard if it was Kim and Kanye. That's
not.
what it
No,
should
it's
be.
not. It's not. It's
All
not Kanye. But she does start rehearsals today. All right, that is your rumor report.
All right. Shout out to Revolt. We'll see you tomorrow. Everybody else, the People's Choice mixes up next. Let's go.
The Breakfast Club. Your mornings will never be the same.
Angela here. Don't you wish everything was as easy as getting quality coverage from the General Insurance? The General offers the quality coverage you deserve at prices you can afford. Switch to the General and you could save over $500. Call 800-GENERAL or visit thegeneral.com. Some restrictions apply.
DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Now, shout out to RZA for joining us this morning.
The
ruler
RZA
zigzag zigala.
Oh, and you know Halloween's coming up. It's a good time to bring out those Gravediggers songs and albums.
You know exactly what everybody gonna be this Halloween. And this Halloween, everybody's gonna be them people from Squid Game.
Mm-hmm. I already saw the costumes available.
For real?
That's an easy costume. You don't need no makeup or nothing.
Well, yeah, it's a suit.
Yeah,
it's a suit and a mask.
Pretty easy.
That's what everybody gonna end up being. Hey, salute to everybody too that's coming out to the Black Effect 1 year anniversary tomorrow in Atlanta. You know, we're doing a live podcast event. We have Flame Monroe hosting. Horrible Decisions. Mandy B and Weezy will be doing their podcast live. And the 85 South Show, DC Young Fly, Carlos Miller, Chico Bean, they'll be doing their podcast live. That's tomorrow in Atlanta. You can go to blackeffect.com/BE live to get your tickets if there's any left, but I'm not sure if there is or not. But yeah, go to blackeffect.com/BE live to get your tickets.
And shout out to Damon John. You know, yesterday and today we are taping for Black Entrepreneurs Day. And so I'm really excited for that. There's some great conversations. He's talking to Tyra, Shaq, Kevin Hart, all kinds of executives. And yeah, I'm really, really like enjoying just getting all this knowledge as an entrepreneur myself or anybody who's aspiring to be one. It is really something that I feel like could give you some valuable information, and it's free to watch. So just make sure you guys, I'll let y'all know when it's coming out, but it is going to be on Facebook for you to be able to see it.
All right. All right, when we come back, we got the positive notice, the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Now, again, my car show, October 30th. If you haven't got your tickets, get your tickets. 42 Doug's Cars, Fabulous's Cars, 50's Cars, Royce the 5'9", Icewear Vezel, and a whole lot more to be announced. Amusement rides, exotic cars. You know, it's just a family fun day. So can't wait to see you guys October 30th. Now, Charlamagne, you got a positive note?
I do. The positive note is simply this, man. You know, I'm so big on, you know, meditation and, you know, finding ways to keep your mind still, whether it's flow therapy, brain training. And the reason I am is because of what I'm about to tell you. The soul always knows what to do to heal itself. The challenge is to silence the mind.
Breakfast Club, bitches!
Y'all finished or y'all done?